All right, our next caller is Shelby from Texas. Shelby, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can. Can you hear me?
We can. How are you today, Shelby?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Doing well. How can we help you?
So I talked to y'all a few weeks ago. My husband got his affair partner pregnant,
Hmm.
and she had the baby, and now he is pretty positive and like on the moves of trying to come back home and reconcile. But what we're afraid of and what he's expressed is that he still has like really strong feelings for her. And I know like to end an affair and like try to kill the limerence or whatever, you're supposed to have no contact. But we have this child that's
Mm-hmm.
going to create where we have to have contact. So I guess my question is, how can we make sure that he's afraid, like, I just don't want to do this to you again. I don't want to see her and then like fall right back into it again.
Mm-hmm.
And he did agree to come to the workshop. We're waiting until income tax comes in, and we'll be there. But I'm afraid, and he's afraid, and I don't know what to do as far as that goes because we can't just cut her off.
hmm Yeah, you're right. He has some responsibilities to that child, and he's going to need to do that. Now, the short answer might be something like this: make an arrangement where that you can be with him if she will tolerate that. In other words, you got things you need to do with this baby, this child, but I want to be part of that, and I will go be with you when we do those things if the other woman will allow. Then that becomes a
Yeah,
solution.
she's already told him. She's because he told her that he like, I can't do this with you, and she said, oh, so you're gonna go back to Shelby, and she's like, that'll end up the same way it did the first time because we did separate, get back together, separate again, and she basically laughed in his face and told him, well, I'm gonna keep the baby away from you. I'm gonna move back to Louisiana, and then she apologized for it. But then she told him, I'm not going to make this easy for you. You can't just leave me, like that kind of thing. She's not going to make it easy.
Yeah, that's sad. Uh, she's, well, let's not talk
It's
about
very
her.
sad.
Well, if she won't let you actually be in the room, there's also a
Hmm.
possibility you can be nearby.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'll be in the car or whatever else it might be so that he knows that you're very, very close, that you're nearby. Or even if you have to be like in the hotel or whatever, if she lives someplace else. But there are ways to do this. Here's what I'm going to recommend to you. I hope that you do come to the workshop. We really want you to come to the workshop. Now, I'm assuming that you're already talking to one of our client reps. Is that correct?
Yeah, I've been talking to Aaron, and I'm in I did the Save My Marriage course too.
hmm Well, you might want to,
So,
to get a coach to help you think this through. And while I typically don't refer people to a specific coach, in your situation, I think the coach that would be best for you and your husband to talk to would be David. Okay. Now, and again, all our
okay.
coaches are awesome. All our coaches are awesome, and I don't mean to pick one out, but in this particular situation, I think David would be the wisest choice. And so, talk to Aaron about the possibility of getting some coaching sessions with David, both you and your husband, to talk about this very thing. How can your husband, fulfill obligations to the child while at the same time not putting himself in jeopardy of emotions with the other woman, and where you also can feel safe and secure? All of our coaches will be awesome, but on this particular issue, I think David will be the best. Just
Okay, great.
ask
Thank
Erin about
you.
it. Okay, ask Erin, see what she thinks. Okay,
Okay, I will.
may,
Thank you
may
so
God
much.
be with you, Shelby. Okay.